Hey everyone, Week Reviews here. It's time for my Superstore recap. So to recap on tonight's episode, it was the wellness fair tonight. The episode basically started with Amy calling in sick to work, and Glenn's like, "Oh, I hope you feel better," and Dina, of course, isn't buying it. She said that she loves Amy like a sister, and that her sister's a lying conniver, schemer, and Dina's not buying that Amy's sick, and turns out Dina was right as always, and Amy was just at the movies, and what she sees at the movies is Jeff with Mateo. So Amy doesn't know that Sandra isn't really dating Jeff, so she assumes that Jeff is cheating on Sandra with Mateo. But we see the whole episode Dina trying to catch well, she's basically trying to get Amy to admit that she lied about calling in sick, but we see Amy trying to figure out what's going on with the whole Sandra situation. So she talks to Garrett and Cheyenne about what she saw, and she, like, you could tell that they're not surprised or anything like that. They kind of thought it was funny in a way that Amy was the last to know about it, and Amy was kind of the last to know for a good reason. We saw what happened in the episode. But she's wondering if she should tell tell Sandra what's going on, and they're trying to explain to her that she's doing it for attention. So Amy gets clarification from Mateo, and she still thinks that Mateo was cheating. Well, Jeff was cheating on Sandra with Mateo, and Mateo says that been dating him longer. I've been dating him since October, and he shows it proof and everything, and he wants to keep it under wraps still. And then of course the Cloud9 Big Mouth, which I'm not sure what her name is exactly. I want to say Caroline for some reason. I know they said it in a previous episode, but she told everybody, so now the whole word is out that Mateo and Jeff are dating, but they don't know the whole story. They just think that Jeff is cheating on Sandra, and it just gets all out of hand. And then at one point, they're all in the break room. Amy's not doing a really good job trying to fix this whole situation instead of telling the truth what happened. She says that Sandra and Jeff had an intense love, but they broke up. And Cheyenne added fuel to the fire and said that Sandra is pregnant, and they're all like, "What?" And Glenn's all ready to go congratulate her and everything, and then I don't remember which one of them said she's not sure she's keeping it. Glenn was like, "Oh my God!" Really, he looked like he was ready to go sprint out to Sandra, and we see we see Garrett making a card for Sandra, saying, I bet you this was a surprise to you, Garrett." Like, just being funny. But we see Glenn trying to convince Sandra to keep her baby, her quote-unquote baby, and Jonah is trying to tell him to stay out of her business, and they kind of get into an abortion debate in the Cloud9 floor, and they're trying to debate which one of them's a feminist, and then at one point Glenn says, "I'm a flaming feminist." I'm like Glenn just had some great one-liners tonight. It basically Glenn and Jonah were kind of going back and forth because Glenn thinks that Jonah is smarter than him, and Jonah was kind of acting like a smart aleck, and that's kind of like his personality. And I actually felt bad for Glenn. But apparently Cloud9 has no training videos on about abortion on the floor, and Glenn is saying, "Well, you're dating Sandra," and he's like, "Who?" Jeff's like, "Who's Sandra?" And they're all like wondering, like, you were dating her, why don't you know her? And then that's when Jeff reveals that he's gay, and that Mateo reveals that them two are dating. And Glenn's like so surprised. He's like, but you're so blah to Jeff. And he was like, if you're gay, then anybody can be gay. I'm like, yes, Glenn, anybody can be gay. I mean, he just is so naive sometimes. But the reason why Mateo and Jeff are keeping their relationship under wraps because it's frowned upon for a district manager to date one of the Cloud9 employees. And that's when Dina decides to reveal that her and Garrett were hooking up. And so everything literally came out in this episode tonight. And then at the end of the episode, Amy was kind of teasing Garrett about him and Dina together, and she asks him how many Dina Garrett babies are they going to have, and of course Garrett being Garrett says to Dina, hey Dina, Amy saw the Lego Batman movie yesterday. And she's like, I gotta call you back. And she's like, what the heck is wrong? She said, what the heck is Lego Batman? I'm like, this is funny. It was really funny episode. So now everything's out in the open. So I wonder if Mateo and Jeff's relationship are going to continue, because it might be the whole corporate policy thing about managers dating other employees. So I don't know if that will last any longer. I'm wondering if Garrett and Dina will continue their relationship or not. I hope you guys enjoyed Superstore tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed my Superstore recap. If you guys want to catch Superstore, it is on Thursdays, 8 p.m. on NBC. Until next time, stay regal and have a heavenly day.